Oh, yep, definitely tastes like coffee. Oh man, it's another COFOH Live Undead. I'm your host, Daniel Crozier, and I am here with the amazing, talented filmmaker, Mike Olafson. Holy shit! You have something on my face. Mike, how are you?
Hey, Daniel, how you doing, man?
Good. Good to see you. Thanks for coming on the show.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for having me here. It's a real honor, man. I'm excited.
Oh, cool. Mike, over the years I've been able to catch your films like Motor Vixens and Hot Lead, Hard Fury. I have to say I'm a fan. You've got this wonderful grindhouse style. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Where you come from. A little bit about your upbringing, how you got into filmmaking.
Okay, yeah. Well, I am from Denver, Colorado originally. Spent a little bit of time growing up in Cheyenne, Wyoming, of all places,
Nice.
and made some good friends there. But I've been here really most of my life in Denver. And as far as filmmaking, as a kid, I was always creative. I was always doing weird stuff, and I don't know, telling stories, writing stories. Just a creative geek, I guess you could say. And I had fun with that, drawing comics that I never did anything else with, and so creativity has always been a passion of mine. And I never really, I got a late start though in filmmaking, and it's sad. I don't know. I did college and I got a job, and I didn't really return to that creative fever, or that curse, if you will, that I couldn't, shake myself of until I was in my 30s. And so at that time I said, okay, I can't deny this. I got to do something, and I got to create.
Yeah.
So I started writing and getting back into filmmaking, and just taking slow steps. I started with some documentaries, and
Cool.
just got into making short films, and finally took on a narrative feature. And but the retro style that I try to adopt,
Yeah.
I think it just comes from my love of the old 60s and 70s films. I mean, that's what I grew up with, and that's what I always liked. And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know
You definitely get that sense with like Motor Vixens, obviously, and Hot Lead. But tell us a little bit about the documentary work. That's something I didn't know about you.
Yeah, unfortunately, it hasn't really gone anywhere. That's probably why you don't know about it. But it was a good learning experience. I wasted a lot of money and had a lot of fun and saw a lot of the world. But yeah, that my first actual project was a documentary called Vintage Adventure, and the theme was it was going to be this modern day thing where we would visit ancient cities, lost cities, or we'd go where archaeologists went, Indiana Jones kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually traveled. I went to South America to explore parts of the Amazon. I went to Jordan in the Middle East, and walked around ancient castles and deserts. And I always had a guide, or I would connect with an expert in the area who knew the history of these places. And I mean, there was episodes where we would dive for sunken treasure. And so I'm working a camera underwater and filming these guys. It was really neat. And I found a distributor, but at that time, there was a show called Digging Up the Past with some guy named Josh. I don't know. They had a lot of money, and it was a big budget, and all the networks went with that show. And they said, sorry, dude, you're SOL. So I just said, okay, well, screw it. I'm going to do another documentary. And that's when I started Gears, Grease, and Guitars here in Denver.
Okay.
And that was a doc about Denver's history of rock and roll and hot rods, car clubs.
Wow, nice.
And that was a lot of fun. I didn't know anybody in that whole scene, but I said, I know Rockabilly was big in the late '90s, and it was still kind of flourishing at that time. And I said, I think, I can document this scene.
Right.
I mean, I'm stuck. Yeah. I'm here in Denver, so I might as well say, let's do something that's Denver centric. And so did a documentary, and it released it. We showed that at the Oriental Theater, back in 2008, and just had a blast. We had drag racers, front engine drag racers in the sidewalk, firing up their engines, and it was a lot of fun. And it's still out there. I want to re-release it. It had a DVD for a while, and it's in the library system. It's kind of a historical piece now for Colorado. So.
Can people find it at your website at AmericanVintagePictures.com?
They can learn of it. I don't have an outlet for it yet. It was really just something that we were kind of out of the back trunk of your car type of sale we were doing locally.
Right.
The library system does carry it, and I want to get it on Amazon Prime. So we'll probably have that happening this year. That's one of my goals. I'm trying to revisit some of my older work now that, you can get a lot of stuff on Amazon Prime. Yeah. And, it's low cost and people can see it. So I'm going to get it out there.
That's awesome. Yeah. I can't wait to check that out. And, Denver's got such a rich history of music and drag racing and cool cars.
Oh, they do. It was so fun. It started as a documentary about music. And then, I'd see these guys, these rockabilly guys in the bar, and they pull up in these badass cars, and I'm like, holy, shit! I gotta document this too. And one guy led to another guy, and he said, you ought to interview this person and this person. And I really interviewed some people that, they were independent record producers in the early '50s. Wow. Guys that were and national stars that really had been kind of forgotten of by that time. Denver really has a pretty neat history of that. Yeah. And, it's in the film if you can find it. Some people still have it. I don't know, but nice. I'll get it back out there.
That's pretty awesome. James is chiming in. He's saying, "Hell's yeah!"
Oh yeah, hey Buzz.
And, cowboy country, with your upbringing in Cheyenne.
Yeah, Jim's. He was one of the co-executive producers on Hot Lead, Hard Fury. One of my good friends from eons ago. We always hang out. He supports me real good, buddy.
Oh, that's sweet. Let's So for everybody out there that's not aware of Hot Lead, Hard Fury, for me, and correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's this wonderful, it's almost satirical in the way, as far as like kind of and an homage to exploitation, films. Yeah, it's that a little low budget, absurdist. It's all these wonderful things, extremely violent, and God, I absolutely loved it. And then, our mutual friend, Jesse Frazier was your lead. What was his character's name?
Chuck Beefer.
Chuck Beefer. That is hot.
Yeah. That film started at the time I had just finished Gears, Grease, and Guitars. Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry. I had done Motor Vixens, but I wanted to do a Italian cop film. I was kind of getting into the Eurocrime films. Oh, okay. And incidentally, one guy who starred in Hot Lead, Hard Fury is named Mike Malloy. He played Cal Beefer, and he has his own just a kick-ass documentary called Eurocrime, the Italian films of the 70s that ruled this. I don't know. I'm butchering the title, I know. But anyway, it's Eurocrime. Look it up if you like that stuff. It's awesome. But I was trying to make a very serious, short Italian crime film, very dramatic. Yeah. And I know I'm in Denver, but I said, what a challenge, if I could put that on film and have a really cool, tough Italian cop film style. But I went out to Three Kings Tavern one night, and Jesse was there playing with a band called Get Three Coffins Ready, which is,
yep, I remember that.
You probably know those guys, just awesome, punk surf band that had kind of a spaghetti Western motif. And lo and behold, Chuck Beefer is in their band as the guy that plays the theremin of all
Nice.
things. When I saw Chuck Beaver, I said, okay, this is not going to be a serious film. This is going to be a comedy cop film, and Chuck Beaver is going to be the lead.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
So it happened.
Yeah.
And Jesse was like, yeah, let's go. We're down. It took about 2 seconds, and we're good. So there it is.
I would have said, you probably picked him just because of his height. He's such a tall guy.
Oh, I know. He's, I don't know what he is, 6'9", I don't know, 7 feet.
Wow,
he's
that tall.
He's tall.
Yeah.
He's tall. Yeah.
It
was challenging finding a Bruce Lee jumpsuit for a guy who's 6'9".
Right.
I had to order it directly from China.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, it's like, have somebody custom make it, I suppose?
I did. Yeah, we had to. I ordered it, I don't know, it took 2 months to get, and I didn't know what, I thought it would rip apart in like one shot, and I still have it hanging up in my prop closet, so maybe I'll auction it off someday.
Man, that's cool. Let's throw up the hot lead the kill track.
Yeah,
it's all the violence and kills in the movie.
Yeah, this is it. We counted. I think there's 36 kills, but the thing is, try to count how many different kills there are. You've got beheadings with Skice. You've got flying motorcycles. You've got Chuck Beaver ripping out organs and certain genitalia. I mean, it's just violent and crazy.
That's just festive, is what that is. That's what everybody's Christmas should be.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who's going for the buffet? That's code for beheadings.
It warms the heart,
Yeah, doesn't it though?
Well, it's not a horror film, but I wanted to create something for your horror fans out there. So it's not a horror, but at least here's a little blood and violence. Right.
Oh, that's cool. Let's turn that off and let's turn this puppy on. Here we go.
Don't let those jumps inside your head. Keep it lean and keep it mean, 'cause getting soft just ain't your thing. In the end, you'll make it right. It's outside, it's outside. Gotta keep moving, gotta go. Don't trust no one, don't take no chances. Too many times I've watched it. Don't let those jumps inside your head. Keep it lean and keep it mean, 'cause getting soft just ain't your thing. In the end, you'll make it right. It's outside, it's outside. Sometimes all you got is hot lead and hot fury.
I counted 32.
I probably
32 kills.
Just a few. Yeah.
That
doesn't count all the maimings and injuries that they're. That's a whole separate track. So. Right.
Yeah, I caught some of the. I lost count on the maimings after I hit 2. Oh man, that's good, wholesome family fun right there, sir.
Yeah.
Now with that, I know you had to. You had a lot of adventures making that film because you had to make it over a couple of years. And I know you were working in 16 millimeter. I think that's the camera behind you, right?
Yeah, well, this is my 16 millimeter. That's what I'm shooting Bullets from Beyond on. But we actually filmed Hot Lead, Hard Fury in Super 8.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
All of that Super 8. It was just a little easier to manage on the run. Right. Super 8 cameras are just a little easier.
More compact.
And, yeah. So... it worked really pretty good. We shot some of it on 16 millimeter, but pretty much all of it on Super 8.
Nice, man. That's cool. And with your documentary experience, and then you did your short film, Motor Vixens. Were you able to accumulate a lot of knowledge, information on how to make a feature film then, based off of that?
Yeah. The documentary stuff was, that it was a totally different thing. It just happened as it happened.
Yeah.
So as I people where I'd find a story, I'd weave that into the movie, and so there wasn't really, I knew what I wanted, but I didn't have a consistent plot. But a documentary is a lot of work because you got to do your research and you got to get it right, and you know you're telling stories about real history. And I thought, man, I want to just have something where I can just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
If I want to create some character and he does this or that, that's what they do.
Yep.
So and I said, okay, I want to do narrative stuff, but I had used film cameras in the documentary and I really liked the look. So I said, I'm gonna do narrative films and I'm gonna use film. And Motor Vixens was the first film under the American Vintage Pictures label, and I shot that on 16 millimeter, not with this camera, but with another one. But that was kind of a crash course for me because I honestly had never directed a narrative feature at all, and here I am trying to do this thing on film, never having really shot film like that.
Right.
And it was challenging, but it went really pretty smooth.
Nice.
We had a great group of people, and we shot it, I think, over the summer of 2010.
Oh, okay.
In one weekend, we went down to Monte Vista, Colorado, which is where we filmed Bullets from Beyond, because the location is just so desolate,
Yeah.
But Motor Vixens was good. We had a great crew, and then that's really Jesse and I started working together on that, and so Jesse helped out with that film. So we knew we could work well together, and that's what led to Hot Lead, Hard Fury.
That's so cool. Jason looks like he's commenting on the video there. That was awesome. And Andrew's like, oh, that was fun.
Okay. Oh, thank you guys. Selling stuff, it's fun.
Yeah. It's wonderful working on those group projects because it's so collaborative and stuff, and you really need that that energy and that support, especially if you're going to go do a feature like Hot Lead.
Yes, you really do, and we were so lucky. It did take a while to get made, and we had our ups and downs, and we had problems every production has. Right. But at some point we regrouped in 2013, and we decided we're going to do this locally here. We're going to make it on our own. We actually had at one time we had Antonio Fargas cast and from Huggy Bear or Starsky and Hutch, the original Huggy Bear.
Yeah,
I'm dating myself now, but and we had Gloria Hendry cast, who was Rosie in the Live and Let Die.
Oh, cool!
And she did a lot of blaxploitation films and tough women fighting films in the early '70s, and we had them attached, but things didn't work out like we thought they would. We thought we had some money, and it didn't happen, and so we said, okay, we're going to regroup, and then we just filmed it on our own thin dime. But it's weird how things work out. I think it became a tighter story that way. Okay. And we were using all local people, so if we could spread out our shooting time whenever we needed to, whenever we had locations and availability. Nice. So, but you're right. Everybody had to buy in. I mean, we didn't have a lot of money to make this, but when we tell people about it, they really seem to just say, "This looks fun. I just want to be a part of it." And we always tried to make it fun for everybody, and I think it was. And
that's cool.
And then a lot of the people that we're using were just characters from the area that we thought had a good look, and they had the right attitude, and they wanted to do this. And some of them had acted before, but some had not. And we just had to shape them and try to accentuate their natural personality and play that into the film. But some people, I think, gave great performances, like Jermaine Smith as Afro Steel. He played in the back. I wanted him to do kind of like a Ving Rhames from Pulp Fiction,
Right.
I thought he'd be like, yeah, man, come on. And he comes to the first day and said, "He's playing this guy that talks like this, man." I was like, I love it. That's great.
That's awesome.
He just brought this whole new thing and
Yeah.
delivered it, and really did a great job. And a lot of other people did. Kira did, who played Scorpia, and it was just fun to see them take ownership of it and have a lot of fun with it. So I think they all had a lot of fun with it.
That's great. James got the city by the titty.
Yeah, he has credit for that line.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was showing him a clip, and I think the original line was, it's a pool scene when Afro Steel is, hanging out with his harem, and he's got his arms around them, and his hands are kind of placed close to certain places of a female anatomy.
Yeah.
And the original line was, you got this city by the balls, and it's time to squeeze him hard.
Yeah.
And Jim was watching the scene. He's like, you should say, you got this city by the titty, and it's time to squeeze him. And
it rolls better.
It rolls better, But it's just little things like that, weird lines. That was the beauty of having a film that, we don't have a big studio saying, oh, you can't say that, or, well, you got to pay the writer and revise everything.
Right.
If we just wanted to roll with it, we would, if it worked. I mean, we didn't get carried away with things, but we had a lot of leeway.
Well, that's cool. Hey, man, it takes a village to put these together.
Yeah.
And with something like this, it's you've got the script, it's a blueprint, but at any moment you might have a diving off point where it's you might just have a moment of inspiration.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah, it does happen like that. We so many things happened in the making of. I think it's a perfect example of how things come together. The night before our first big shoot, we had Ron Van Cleef in the film.
Yeah.
He's a legendary martial arts movie star and master himself from the 70s. So, if you're not into that scene, you may not know him, but people that know him, they know him. And we got him through my connection with Mark Grove, who is also a producer on Hot Lid. And
he is. I wasn't aware of that. That's cool.
He is. I met Mark. Funny, I met him in L.A. at a film market of all places, and we're both from Denver. And we met there for the first time, and I showed him the poster, and I said, "Hey, I'm trying to get this going." He's like, "I want to be a part of this. This looks like fun."
Cool.
So when he came on board, he said, "I think I can get Ron Van Cleef for you." And I said, "Great, let's do it." So we got him. We flew him out. So it's our first shoot.
Yeah.
And we had probably 50 people lined up to be at this location, an airplane salvage yard that we were using. And the car that I was using wasn't working. And I'm like, oh God, we got to get a car tomorrow. We need a hot rod that works and that we can use for the rest of the whole film.
Right.
And so a buddy of mine named Bill Green connected me to a guy that he knew who had a really badass blue Challenger named Greg Klein. So the night before we're shooting, Greg says, yeah, I'll do it. And he brings another car along. And then Greg ended up being integral to helping with production and enjoyed what we're doing so much. He said, I want to help you out. And he kind of became a production assistant on it. And he ended up working at Channel 12 after a while because of that experience.
Oh,
so
cool.
It's just weird how things come together at the last moment, but it's kind of a neat convergence. And for sometimes, I mean, that kind of stuff, that experience is just as fun, if not more sometimes, than making the film. You're making those connections and helping people, grow and do new things and express themselves. It's a lot of fun.
Makes it all that much more endearing.
It does. Yeah. And memorable.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Now you're working on a film right now. It's called Bullets from Beyond, right?
Bullets from Beyond. Yes.
Excellent. Oh man. I was telling you, off camera earlier that when you sent over the trailer, I showed it to my girlfriend, Elise, and the first half, it's very spaghetti Western. It's like, so already our attention is grabbed. But as soon as that animation pops up, man, it's just like, all right, when's this fucking movie coming out? Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's and you've been working on that like during the pandemic, is that correct, or has it been before?
Yeah. So it started last year, and
Cool.
it was September, October we started getting things going.
Mm-hmm.
But we had some production problems, and so we actually had our cast and crew down in Monte Vista, Colorado, which is a graveyard that I found while filming Motor Vixens. So we ended up beginning to film there. But we had some production problems. There were some things that weren't working out and camera problems. And we tried to go down there twice to do this. And just it wasn't happening. So now 2020 happens, and it's January.
Yeah.
And I has been building this set in my backyard, this mission set that we were going to have part of the film happen at. There you go. And we were still going to proceed and go back to Monte Vista again with my cast and crew, but then COVID hit. And we said, okay, we can't do that. We can't film right now. But I want to film. I want to do something because I want to get this project going and make it happen. And so it forced me to kind of say, well, what have I got? I've got a set in my backyard. I've got a couple of people that are here that can help with running a camera or just pressing the button of a camera. So I said, well, let's use what we got. And I got myself. I mean, I can't bring any other actors or real crew yet. So I said, okay, I'm gonna act in two roles, and it's gonna be a film about two guys, a bounty hunter and his prisoner, who end up at this mission, and at the end of a night, end of a day, and they have to take shelter in this abandoned mission. But then I had to realize, well, if I'm playing both parts, why would they look similar? And that started me off on a whole different storyline, which ended up becoming a feature-length idea. Versus it started as a little short film we were just going to do, and it was just kind of a fun thing I wanted to try. But when I rewrote it, I thought, okay, this is a much more exciting story. We added the supernatural element, and there's a lot more mystery here. But then I also said, well, it's COVID. I'm filming this in my backyard.
Right.
How am I going to have badass horsemen and gunmen? And I can't do this,
Yeah.
But I said, okay, maybe we can animate it, and because I liked heavy metal and Lord of the Rings. And so I knew an artist named Simon Pritchard, who is in England, and he actually did the poster. He painted the spirit demon on the poster you showed earlier. And he did another poster that we've kind of had when it was a short project. But I approached him about doing the animation, and I said, I think if we can do this, it might be really a lot of fun. To be a live action animation. And he's like, okay, I'm on it, So he hadn't done animation since the 80s. And so I've never done it or directed it myself. So it was it's been a lot of process with him just to, we're talking via Facebook. He's in England, I'm here in Denver. And I'm saying, okay, in the first second, I want the guy doing this.
Yeah.
And by the fourth second, I want him doing this. And you got to fill in the rest,
Nice.
And so it was a lot of fun putting that together. But he hand drew all of those cells, and he doesn't have proper animation equipment. So the animation is still a little rough. And that's why we're kind of limiting this trailer to tonight, because I want to refine it more. And we will. We're dialing in the animation segment now, but I think we're off to a good start, and it can only get better. In this film, which is only going to be 20 minutes, it's a first part of a feature length. But we will have about 8 to 9 animated encounters.
Wow,
with
cool
characters. So there'll be gunfights and just a lot of mayhem and mystery, and hopefully some degree of scariness. I don't know, fright.
It's yeah. When we saw the trailer, I mean, it reminds us of some was it Bakshi, like wizards and stuff.
Yes.
And of course, little notes of like Lord of the Rings animated,
Yeah.
and so it's absolutely gorgeous. So I think without like hyping this up so much, probably should play this. So here's the world premiere of this wonderful teaser trailer from Bullets from Beyond. Ooh.
My name is Tony Monaco. I am a bounty hunter. While I have many times collected a price on a mortal man's head, I have also pursued certain conjurers from the spirit realm. A voodoo priest in New Orleans, a Chinese sorcerer in San Francisco. But I have never experienced anything the likes of that which now knocks upon my door.
Psyched. God damn, that is cool. Yeah, the animation is fantastic. Don Henry just chimed in. Yeah, the animation is fantastic. Yeah. He enjoys combining the animation with the original.
Thanks, Obi-Don.
Oh man, you got a lot of comments coming in. That's an incredible trailer. Holy, yes.
Oh, thanks, you guys. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Man, that is absolutely. Oh, geez. Okay, so you got some more.
Hey, Donovan. Okay, yeah. Thank you, guys.
Looks
Thank
like
you.
wizards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. So, here's another one. What Don said. Thanks, Jason. Oh man, so yeah, looks like you got a bunch of fans, buddy.
Well, I'm blessed. I'm honored, and hopefully we can keep building more fans and bringing some fun stuff to the big screen.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Are you almost done with filming? Because now you're are you doing the remainder in your backyard then on that set?
We still are filming. Yeah. We've got probably about 80% filmed of the live action, and then we still have to do the majority of the animation, so we'll be working to get that done, and that's probably going to take up the most time really to finish that. So I hope we can get it in the can and wrapped by April, we're shooting for, so we can get it out there and do something fun with it this summer. But we still have to film the other characters segment. So if for the time being anyway, I'm supposed to play that other person too. So I have to change my look. And we already had to film scenes where there's two people, but I had a body double being the other person. We can't show his face. So
sure.
And the only reason I'm doing that, it's not from vanity or anything. It's just because of COVID. I thought, well, I don't know if we can bring in other actors and have them available, and we're still kind of in that period where we want to be safe.
Right. Yeah, you don't want to put
a lot of great actors that could play the other part, and it may come to that if things can improve with COVID. By the time we're ready to film this other character's parts, then maybe we will bring in another person. So we still have that person's parts to complete, but it's kind of weird that we're doing it that way because
Yeah.
We have to film one character at a time. And so it's a little challenging, but I think it's going to come together. And then, after that, it's going to be whatever further segments we film will try to be all at the same time as much as possible.
Yeah.
So we hope to, it's going to have a story where we introduce a lot more characters, and it's really just the story of this skull that is has a mystery power about it, and Tony Monaco has to get it to this mysterious gypsy woman named Domino, who supposedly can protect it from these other powers that want it. And
Nice.
so it has them going on a quest through the Wild West, and so we need locations, we need horses. It's going to be a lot to put together, but I'm up for it, and I think everybody involved is up for it.
Cool.
The introduction that you saw here, that's by design. Obviously, we don't have horses or anything, and we explain how there's these two guys wandering through the wilds with no horses. The prisoner jumped off a train. The bounty hunter followed him, and now they're trying to get back to civilization. So that's why they end up here at this graveyard mission in the middle of the night. But
Nice.
it'll take shape. It'll get there.
The skull in question, is that what you have next to you?
I do. This is our friend.
Ah, yes, excellent. Nice. It looks like there's some design illustrated on there. Is that your handiwork?
It is.
That's awesome.
This is based on the Aztec calendar.
Okay.
I'll try to hold it steady here. I don't know
Nice.
if it really is showing up, but
It's showing on this end. Yeah.
So it's the skull is meant to be there's a lot of legends about Aztec connections, and there's some reality to Aztec connections and the Ute tribal nation. And in the documentary I told you about, Vintage Adventure, when I did that, I really got into ancient civilizations and lost cultures and mysterious cities that were, gone through the sands of time, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And so that is going to kind of play a part in Bullets from Beyond, where the gypsy woman named Domino knows where there is a mysterious ancient pyramid that predates Native American cultures. I mean, it goes way back, and that allows us to kind of have a little play with reality, where we can just say this is so ancient, nobody really knows anything about this ancient pyramid. Cool. But it's hidden in the wilds of the American Southwest. So, but that's why the Aztec design I had to do. Mm-hmm. So we have some kind of Aztec connection, but we don't have a name for this guy.
Right. So everybody out there, feel free to chime in. Let's name this guy. We'll have a little contest. What should we, offer up?
Well, I tell you what, I'll be happy to give you guys. We'll give a signed DVD to whoever's name we can decide upon for the skull, and I'll sign it, and we'll get as many cast and crew to sign it too.
Yeah, I'm entering this thing too. Harvey No Head.
I like it.
I'm sure anybody can beat that. Okay, come on, Jason. Come on, John or Don.
Yeah, Don.
Catherine says Scully.
Scully, I like it.
That's pretty good. Ooh, Agent Scully.
That's got exactly the connection there to the sci-fi show.
That's right, to X-Files.
X-Files.
That's right. That's Catherine's entry. Agent Scully. So, while that's coming, wow, Don's not even trying. Ace Skull. Dude, I thought mine was bad. James has half jaw. Don is As Skull. That's better. That's good.
As Skull, okay.
Skull. Ass Skull would be hilarious, but I think that's disrespectful.
Well, yeah, that's
John says I might be mispronouncing this. Huevos. Huevos.
Huevos.
Let me.
Huevos.
I'll
Oh,
put it here. You tell me.
I know who that is. Yes. Okay. John. Oh, my buddy John.
Autocorrect. That's a
Autocorrect.
good name. That's a good name for a spell. Nice. I think this will be going on till the end of the show.
Yeah.
We'll announce it at the end, okay?
We'll okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, and while you're working on that too, you sent over some amazing artwork.
Yeah.
For a comic book project, but I think you're developing it as a film too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Fist of Frankenstein.
Yep, Fist of Frankenstein. So this is another project I'm trying to get off the ground here, and it's been a long time in the works. I approached an artist here in Denver named Scorpio Steele. I know you know Scorpio.
Oh, I love Scorpio. He's a good buddy.
And Scorpio's he's a vintage guy like me and likes the old stuff. So I said, okay, well, we need a comic to introduce this story.
Yeah.
And he designed this little 4-page kind of fold out that we could use. So yeah, that's the beginning. It tells the story of this guy named KT Streeter, who was a Vietnam soldier, and he was doing some kind of shady things, smuggling drugs, trying to make a quick buck, and he gets killed. And government organization finds out about it and says, well, hey, we've got a new serum that we can test on him to regrow limbs for wounded servicemen. And
nice.
It works, and he recovers, but they say, well, you were doing some nasty stuff. You belong to us, and you're going to work for us, or you're going to jail.
Oh.
And so he ends up taking this assignment as kind of a secret agent guy to do their bidding right at the end of the Vietnam War, when they're starting these drug task force in the country. And so he's kind of a reluctant hero, and that's what's neat about it. He doesn't like being the good guy, but he's forced to do that.
Yeah.
And, so Scorpio drew up the intro there, and we haven't, I tried to get this off the ground for a long time, and late last year I approached Mark Grove again, and I said I need some help, and Mark is the guy. He's a producer, director, stuntman, he does it all, and he loved the concept, and he said, okay, great, let's partner on it. So we're partnered on this, and we hope we can get it in motion this year. It depends on a lot of factors, of course, but it's still in the forefront. We're still trying to get it going.
Right.
So, yeah.
I can't wait. Let me know how I can help out with that. That sounds like a fun thing. I think also Scorpio used our buddy R. Allen Brooks as the model for Frankenstein.
Oh. Yeah, I think so. I did. I haven't met him, but Scorpio, he told me about that.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's got he does a lot of comic books, and I've met Mark Grove years ago. He's a great guy. I should see about getting him on here too.
Yeah, you should. He could. Well, he's got a new film he's been working on called Aliens and Dragons, and
cool.
and that's actually why I did this to my hair, because he cast me in the film as one of the bad guys. But
nice.
In the movie, he has black hair and a black beard.
Oh, okay.
And I said, well, I'm just kind of a graying old guy. I'm not, if I'm going to do this, I might have to pizzazz it up a little bit. And I wear a black outfit in the movie. And I said, why don't I just go like platinum blonde and kind of be this comic book guy? And he said, great, do it.
Nice.
And so when I did that, then I'm like, okay, well, maybe for fun, I'll do this Western thing just to see, what it looks like. And that's how the whole thing started. But anyway, Mark has this cool film coming out. It's in post-production now, but it's pretty neat. It's a sci-fi blend, fantasy kind of thing.
Nice. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He's I think he's directed like a couple like horror action film type things, and then done a lot of sci-fi stuff. He tends to be that go-to guy too for like special effects and stunt work.
Definitely. Yeah. He's got a stunt school and a team of stunt
That's right.
students and stunt performers and actors that he can deliver to productions or his own thing too.
I think he gave me some armor years ago that,
Oh, yeah.
that he made. It's absolutely, like, the craftsmanship is stunning. It's so intricate, like hand-woven samurai armor.
It is, yeah, I'm sure. He's a real perfectionist on that stuff and an expert. And I think I know he'll be great for the Fist of Frankenstein, because it's going to have, I mean, that's not, it looks kind of, the comic book maybe seem a little funny, but it's really going to be it's a noir film, really.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Because there's no good guys. There's only bad guys and
Shades of
badder guys. So it's a pretty dark world this hero's in, but it's surrounded by, mafia villains, martial arts guys. And he's in the middle of this trying to do the right thing. But so it's going to be a serious film. And Mark can bring the real deal to the martial arts part of it. So
that's cool. It looks like Don added in here Apocaskull. I think it's supposed to be like Apocalypso.
Is that Apocalypto?
Yeah, something like that. The Mel Gibson movie, I guess. So that's pretty clever.
Yeah. Don is a writer. I don't know if you know Don. He's writing a mid-range reader novel right now, series, Hallow's School of the Dead, and it's kind of a horror film too. You might have to have him on your show.
Nice.
But,
yeah, he says yes.
Yes.
I guess he's the answer to a lot of things. I love the comment section because by the time you're able to bring it in, you're on to the next subject. And like, all right, I guess we got you booked, or in on that. Whatever we can conjure up, whatever horrible things. Let's shout out to the cast of Bullets from Beyond, all talented actors and musicians who are looking forward to getting back into action.
Yes, thank you, Catherine. And Catherine is one of the producers on the film. She's done a tremendous amount of work. She has been helpful. That's the mission in her icon there for her Facebook. But she's been very helpful to me and to this whole project, because we can't have a lot of people on the set. So we really have myself, Catherine, Dennis Vincent has been helping out.
That's right. I've interviewed him before. He put out The Rage of Mummy. I think that's out on Blu-ray right now.
It is. I think he's got it in stores now, and Walmart and all sorts of stuff. And he's headed out to the East Coast to direct another film right now. But he's helped out a lot with the lighting and camera work. He really brought a lot of high-level talent to the production. And also Mark Grove, of course, has been helping on this one with doing all sorts of things. He's part of the team as well. And my buddy from junior high, Craig Swadek, he was the body double. And he went down to Monte Vista with us while we had to tape the intro segments. That shot where we're walking across and you see the mat of the mission, that's an old school technique also.
Yep. Man, so cool.
So we've got a lot of people that have helped out. Early on, Tammy Norton is one of the executive producers. She helped get the ball rolling, help things start when we were just starting out. So very grateful to her. And we did have a lot of cast that were involved in the beginning of this, which they will be brought back in to the film once we're back to really filming it. But a real talented group of people here in Denver. Chris Romero, musician. Erin Miracle, actress, up-and-coming actress, really doing a lot of good stuff. Mark Bilker, local actor. And Tay Hamilton, who's a musician. Rocky Ramjet, who is one of the musicians who did the music for Hot Lead Heart Fury, his band, the Fabulous Boogie Knots.
Nice. Okay, I remember that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So we'll have to bring all those people back in as we continue filming and get back to things.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a really tight-knit creative family, and you guys are incredibly supportive. I think that's one of the beautiful things, in the creative world here in Denver is, everybody is just supporting each other. They want to see, cool shit being made.
Yeah. And they just buy into it, with their heart and their interest and their passion. And
sometimes literally.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. That guy, I don't know.
Yeah, if you put it back in your chest, it'll be much more worthwhile. You'll last a little longer.
Are you talking about Chuck Beaver when he ripped out that heart?
Yeah. Oh my God, that's awesome. So
that was a cow heart I got at a grocery store earlier that day.
Good God, I thought that was
huge.
Fake.
Yeah, it was just crazy.
So that was enlarged. It's like, dude, you gotta take out your heart. Literally, look at it.
We had it in a cooler the whole time we were finming that scene, and it just so we finally got to. Then we had to bloody it up more because it wasn't bloody enough. So
yeah, it's like the real thing, I suppose.
Oh yeah, we got so many fun stories shooting Hot Lead, Hard Fury, just crazy stuff.
I bet we didn't really get to touch too much on Motor Vixens, but can people check that out on your website?
They can again see it on my website. I had it on DVD, but we never had an official release. That was also kind of a car trunk special, But I am going to get that on Amazon Prime and get that out there, and DVD too.
I want to say that I saw a version of Motor Vixens at the Mayan Theater.
Yeah, you did. You were there then.
Yeah. I think yeah, my buddy Paul got wind of it, and he took me, and that was years ago. I think when
that was 2011, and we screened it with the trailer to Hot Lead, Hard Fury, just the first trailer.
Right.
Not the one that we have now, but that was the very first one, and that's what introduced Chuck Beaver to the crowd there. But yeah, Motor Vixens was we filmed it there, and it was fun. I think we got a lot of response from the audience. When something would happen, they would boo, or it was like a melodrama. They were really getting into it, and maybe a lot of people knew, but I think we had that night, we had about 200 people in the Mayan Theater that night, and that was just a 20-minute film.
Yeah, I remember it being packed.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. So
I didn't know what we were getting into. It's just like, wow, this is a great turnout. It's like, all right, so we're here to see a feature, right? And then all of a sudden the lights come on, and it's just like, well, that was cool.
That's it. Show's over, folks.
So the show's over. You don't have to go home, but you can't sleep here.
Yeah, right. I couldn't even. I think I couldn't even afford the second hour of the cost of the theater.
I totally understand that. That stuff the overhead is expensive.
Yeah. We had an hour, and then Jesse was the MC, so he would give a movie trivia, and we showed 2 trailers, just short trailers for some other films, and then our film, and then we said, okay, thanks everybody. Let's go party down at the bar. We can't stay in the theater anymore. We're out of money, and they got to do another show. So let's go.
Yep. Don says that was a great show.
Yeah, Don was there. Don is a producer on Motor Vixens, actually.
Oh, so cool.
He was one of our executive producers.
Good job, Don.
Yeah. Thank you, Don.
That's awesome. So, Mike, we're starting to hit the end of our time here, but real quick, let's who won tonight's naming of the skull contest?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to let you call it, Daniel, because I may get in trouble with these people I know. These good friends of mine. It's gonna have to be your call.
Well, that's
you will be the honorary naming the name-or of the famous skull.
I do like Agent Scully.
I do too.
I don't, not so much the ancient part, but sorry, Catherine, but I do like that. And then where was that? The Apaco skull. I really like that. I don't know. I'd have to say. I'd have to say Apaco skull.
Drum roll, please. Okay, Don. Apocalypse Skull it is.
All right, Don. So you're getting probably a DVD you already have.
He would have got one anyway. I'll give him an extra one.
Nice.
I'll give you an extra one, Obi Don.
Oh,
there you go.
Oh, Jason, you chimed in a little late there, buddy.
Skullgore. Ooh,
that's pretty good. I think you'll have to save that for the next He-Man Masters of the Universe character.
Yeah.
Whenever they do the next run on that.
I like it.
Catherine chimed in, Apocascali. Ooh, that's pretty good, but that's that's too much of a play off of Don's, I think. So Catherine, I guess you're the runner-up. You get to put up with Mike, I suppose.
Yeah. There you go. And she has too.
Yeah, and the Colonel Sanders, hairdo. You gotta do your own spoof KFC commercial.
Oh, maybe I might have to do that.
Maybe do something with the mega leg. When they used to have the oversized chicken leg that genetically shouldn't be possible.
I'll work on that. Maybe we'll put that commercial in the middle of Bullets from Beyond episode for a little intermission.
Oh, that'd be great. The mega spud, the potato that shouldn't be. It's like, why isn't this mashed? Look at the size of this fucking thing. You want to mash it?
Gotta talk in the accent here. Look at the size of this. What do y'all want here? You want this? You all want this chicken leg? Well, this is mighty good.
Just do a matte painting of a giant spud behind you or something. It's just like, just sit there and look at it. What do you want me? I can't do fucking anything with this. Here, give me my chicken. Fuck it. I'm leaving.
And then scene.
And cut. KFC. What the hell are we doing?
I like it.
Mike, thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been a pleasure talking to you and being able to hang out and talk about all the cool stuff you're doing.
Well, thanks, Daniel. Thank you. Thanks for having me. And thanks, everybody, for watching and chiming in. But, hey, Daniel, I want to thank you, though, for what you do for Denver. You're an accomplished artist and animator and filmmaker. I mean, you're legendary. But you're helping, you're doing this show, especially now with COVID happening. Yes. You're helping you're keeping the fires going. You're keeping people excited and connected. And I'm very grateful, but I know Denver is very grateful. We're thankful for you. So we're lucky to have you. So
thank you. You're incredibly sweet. You're going to make me cry. And I am my mother's child. And that will happen. But thanks for sharing your art, because I really excited about Bullets from Beyond. I mean, that looks absolutely stellar, and I'm thrilled that you're working with all these wonderful people, and of course Dennis Vincent and Mark Grove, and I can't wait to see that come to fruition, and I wish all the best for you. Before we sign out, make sure just to go ahead and stay on for a little while, Mike. Okay. To everybody that tuned in, thanks, James. Appreciate that.
Yeah, thanks, James. He's also one of our producers, good guy, and cool. Been helping out with so many things. So thank you, everybody. Thanks so many people for tuning in.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so everybody that tuned in, thanks so much for tuning in, and really appreciate it. And for everybody out there, COFOH still stands for Colorado Festival of Horror, of which we have yet to have our first show in person. It's funny how pandemics happen like this, but we'll see if later on this year brings that to fruition, or if we have to just do all our programming like this online. Like we did in the last year. But also thanks to my sponsors at Alien Donut Films with Bill and Angela. Thanks so much for supporting us, guys, and to my producers, Stefan Santa Cruz and Amanda Armstrong. Hopefully you guys are hanging in there. And everybody else, thanks again. Guys, be good. Look out for each other, help each other out. We love you. Have a good night.